This short video provides an introduction to a type of form that you can build with Avoka SmartForm Composer called a letter style form. A letter style form is really a combination of a form and a letter, not unlike one that you might type up in a word processor, but it has the advantage that it only provides certain fields that can be modified by the user filling in the form, and therefore you can be sure that all letters sent out always conform to the letter guidelines, and there's only limited ability for users to change the wording or information within the letter. We're looking here at a letter form that has already been partially created. I start off by creating a new form and select the letter template. When I do that, I get a form with two main sections in it. The one, and I'll take you through this now. The first section is called letter data, and this looks very much like a form, and you build it in the same way as you'd build any other form in Composer. As you can see, I've already built this form with just three fields in it: a first name, a position, and a date of an open day. This is a letter that's going to be sent to a number of job applicants, informing them when to turn up to the company open day. We then have a button bar, which contains the usual reset and print buttons, a letter header, which contains the Global Corp logo and the name of the letter, and then the letter content. And inside letter content, I've dropped in 4 rich text fields. Now I'm going to drop in one more just to show you how this works. It's a rich text field, and I simply drag and drop it into the letter content. And I'll type in, yours sincerely, the Global Corp HR department. So just a regular rich text field. Great. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the main paragraph, and I'm going to insert into this paragraph the some of the data that's going to appear up in the form. So to do that, I simply double click on the rich text field. There's the text of my paragraph. At the moment, I've just typed in XXX for the position. I'm going to delete that, click the insert button, click on the browse button to select the linked field, which is the field whose data will be inserted into the paragraph at this point. Go and find that field in the letter data and save on position. The empty value is the value that will be shown if I haven't yet selected a value. And instead of just saying to do, I might say position appears here. The show empty value determines what to do if nothing has been selected in the form, if nothing has been selected from the drop-down box. So in this case, I'm always going to say position appears here when empty, but I can also select first time or never and just leave it blank. I'm going to do exactly the same for the date. You'll also notice that I'm using very simple rich text field formatting. So that is the HTML bold and unbold characters or tags. So this date will be in bold in the text. Again, I'm going to insert, browse, go and find the date of the open day and click save. In this case, I'll just leave the standard to do empty value, and we'll see what that looks like. Okay, I'm done. Let's go and see what our form looks like. Having a slightly closer look at the form, you'll notice that underneath my rich text field, there are now 2 linked fields called position linked field and date of open day linked field, which in turn link to the position and date of open date. Now these are inserted automatically for you. The floating field widget is actually one of the standard widgets that you can drag into your form explicitly. However, usually doing the insert directly from the rich text field is a much simpler and easier way to do it. Let's go and preview the form. Here is my form. Let's scroll down a little bit. What I'll do is I'll start by typing in the first name of the applicant. And as I tab out of the field, you'll see that the first name field within my letter will be updated to the name of the applicant from the form. There you go. I'm now going to select a position, how it applied for the engineer position, and again you'll see that engineer appeared. If I move on to the date of the open day is actually going to be on the 1st of July 2010, and as you can see, 1st of July 2010 again is inserted, and as we had in our template, it's bolded to draw the applicant's attention to that. Just to show you that this is using real floating fields, which will cause the text to be reflowed depending on the size of the position. I created a dummy position that was very long just to show you how this would work. So let's have a silly position and watch as the paragraph reflows. There you can see the paragraph completely reflowed, and everything below it flowed down the page as well. The real magic happens when we're ready to print. As we hit the print button, you'll see the print dialog come up, but just before it does, I'll move that to one side, you'll see that all of the form fields and form heading have disappeared, and all I'm left with is a nicely formatted confirmation letter, which I can now print, fax, or save. As you can see, that's a very simple way to create standardized letters in a very structured way and ensure that all of your letters leaving your organization look correct and have only the information they need. You can build a reasonable amount more sophistication into form letters, letter forms, including optional sections, paragraphs, discretionary paragraphs, paragraphs that are explicitly typed in by the user, etc.